SCP-003. Object Class: Euclid. SCP-003 consists of two related components of separate origin, referred to as -1 and -2. -1 appears to be composed of chitin, hair, and nails of unknown biology, arranged in a configuration similar to that of a computer motherboard. Testing reveals that -1 can predate to earliest known circuit boards by a factor of 1,000 years. -1 is considered to be sentient but not actively dangerous except under certain conditions. -1 was found on a stone tablet. -2, on which it currently resides, the runes on SCP-003-2 are not part of any known language and emit pale, flickering light patterns. -2 is controlled by a non-biological internal computer, the contents of which are mostly inaccessible without risk of damaging -2. -2 is capable of controlled emissions of radiation including heat, light, and anomalous radiation types. -2 contains an internal power source of anomalous nature, which appears to have been losing power since several centuries before discovery. It is considered probable that SCP-003-2 was created for the purpose of containing -1. Partially interpreted data recovered from -2 may refer to a past and/or potential future LK-class restructuring event caused by SCP-003-1. SCP-003 was located by Remote Viewing Team SRV-04 Beta. It appears possible that the team was deliberately contacted by -2. Other organizations have also been alerted to 003's existence, possibly by similar means. Despite this activity, -2 does not appear to be sentient, based on its lack of reaction to MO3-Gloria analysis and procedures. When 003's temperature drops below 35 degrees, both components react. First, -1 enters a growth state characterized by exponential increase in mass. This growth state consists of two stages. In both stages, -1 partially fuels its growth by converting matter around it, starting with any surrounding inorganic material, including atmospheric elements, then non-living organic material, including dead cells of dead skin, hair, chitin, enamel, keratin, and other biological materials. The first stage is always the same. -1 will first increase its mass, then take the form similar in shape to an orpheroid of 15 meters in diameter. It will form sensory organs that appear to scan its surrounding environment and will partially convert the area around it to an unidentified anomalous substance. The second stage describes a growth alteration which occurs when SCP-003 comes into contact with living organic material. 003 appears to template itself off the organic material and will attempt communication with organisms that match its initial template or templates. In its second stage, -1 may pause, slow, or change its growth, and will also convert inorganic and non-living organic elements into functionality with similar structures while anomalously altering their physical makeup. While growth is consistent in the first stage, in the second stage -1's growth rate is diminished by 20 to 90%, so long as -1 remains in contact with living organic material. The percentage is determined by the complexity of the organism or organisms in contact with -1. -1 appears to devote a large amount of processing power to analysis of living organic material. During each of SCP-003-1's growth stages, -2 releases bursts of radiation that temporarily inhibit -1's growth or reverse this growth when the temperature of SCP-1 rises above 100 degrees Celsius. Similar radiation emissions have been replicated or recorded via other anomalous means. -1's biology has been the subject of extensive study. Significant elements have identified that similar to SCP-1512 and SCP-2756. The latter of two, which have no further confirmed connection with SCP-1, and no known connection with each other, and none of which are fully understood to date. No convincing analysis has been put forward which satisfactorily explains SCP-003-1's connection to these SCP objects or others, nor its connection to the modern technology beyond appearance. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-003 is to be maintained at a constant temperature of no less than 35 degrees, and ideally kept above 100. No living multicellular organisms of Category 4 or higher complexity may be allowed to come into contact with 003. In the event of total power failure, if SCP-1 begins to increase its mass, assigned personnel must engage skin contact with -1. Ideally, personnel may use their body heat to return -1 to above critical temperature. However, skin contact must be maintained even in the event of 003 reaching activation temperature, lasting at minimum until 003-1 advances fully to its second growth stage. Personnel who enter 003's containment area must first be examined for body parasites of Category 4 or higher complexity, and sterilized if such organisms are present. All personnel who have come into physical contact with -1 are immediately to report for sterilization afterwards. SCP-003-1 must not be removed from -2 except in case of emergency procedures detailed above. Any significant change in -2's rune activity, including pattern, frequency, or color, should be reported within 3 hours of occurrence. Cessation of rune activity must be reported immediately, as SCP-003-2 must be supplied with power via the source designated Generator 003-IX at all times. Well guys, that was SCP-003, technically one of the first SCPs, Series 1, and basically a motherboard or a computer made out of, well, just weird, sort of, just weird things that wouldn't technically work. I mean, motherboards are made out of, well, circuits and stuff, but this is made out of like hair, chitin, nails. Ugh, it's nasty. I mean, if it works like it's a supercomputer, I'd be more than happy to use as my motherboard. I mean, I need a new one now anyway. But I'm gonna stop rambling on about random shit. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. This was a pretty interesting one. There was stuff that I didn't end up putting in the full video, so if you want me to go back and read through that, I'd be happy to. There is quite a lot there to be seen or heard. And yeah, if you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike it, subscribe, support this channel. If you do, hit the bell to get notified. It's pretty easy to do. You can join me on Discord. I've actually got a giveaway for Vermintide 2 at the moment going, so you gotta be in it to win it. Share this video around to your friends as well, and as always, thank you so much for watching.